Alright, so this is going to be an unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. So they ship it in this box with this paper tape. Alright, obviously the label's on the other side, but I'm not going to take that part out. So it comes wrapped in this. Alright, so inside it's rolled up with this perforated paper and then this tissue papery stuff. Oh yeah, also I got these smart tags. Okay, actually I have more, so there's these. Okay, and yeah, maybe I'll unbox one of these and this, and then we're also going to take a look at some cases that I got for this. So here's what it looks like, the Galaxy S25 Ultra. The boxing, I don't know why they do that with the print. It looks almost like it's dusty or something, but anyways, I can't show the bottom because that has all the IMEI stuff. I don't know if it's gonna be an issue, but here you can see packaging stuff contains the S25 Ultra, S Pen, USB-C cable, and then the quick start guide and terms and conditions. By opening the package or using the product, you accept Samsung's terms and conditions, and its dispute resolution agreement, including arbitration, full terms warranty, and opt-out. Details are at samsung.com/us/support/legal/mobile, closed materials, and on product settings. Right, best 5G performance requires a 5G capable device on an optimal network connection. Download and streaming speeds vary based on content, server connection, and other blah blah blah. Okay, other stuff that people don't care about. Anyways, let's go ahead and unbox this. So it comes with these tabs that you're supposed to kind of tear. I'm kind of curious if you can somehow peel this up without tearing it. Let's give that a try, actually. Give me a second. Alright, I got this plastic razor blade. I'm curious, can I get underneath the adhesive here? Probably not. Oh, actually, yeah, you can. So if you really wanted to carefully open this up and somehow retain the thing, I don't know if anyone's gonna do that. It looks like you can actually cut through the adhesive. Is it cutting through the box? No, it's actually damaging the material anyways. Alright, anyways, let's just go ahead and tear this open because people want the normal unboxing experience. So you can grab that, you peel that, okay, and then, yeah, obviously there's both sides. So peel that as well. Then you let the phone drop out. Okay, so it has this little cutout here to let the camera lenses go in. These camera lenses look much, I don't know, actually I've never really stared at the back of my phone, the S23 Ultra, but from looking at this, they look bigger. Alright, anyways, comes in the, you have this little box here, there's the cable, alright, USB-C to USB-C. I mean, everybody has USB-C to USB-C cables now, but I guess it's nice that I have another one, right? These have these where you gotta tear it to separate it, right? How do you, okay, I guess you can just tear the paper here. And this cable, let me see, I don't have my measuring tape. I need a measuring tape or something. This is probably close to about 3 feet or so, okay? Alright, so it's the usual length. And then you get the SIM eject tool, okay? And then you get some paper stuff here. SIM eject tool. How does this come out? Okay, just push it out that way. The usual SIM eject tool that Samsung has. There's a quick start guide. I don't know what they're going to tell you, how to turn it on or something. Okay, well, they tell you to activate your device and all of that. Most people don't care about this, they're just going to turn on. So, use the USB-C cable. Turn on the device. Alright, press and hold the side button for a few. So it tells you if you're like brand new to this device and you've never turned one on before, then they tell you, so yeah. And then just follow all that stuff. I'm gonna migrate all my stuff over. This isn't gonna be part of the video. I'm just kind of showing what's inside the box and things like that. Then they got all this terms and conditions stuff here that people aren't gonna care about and are just gonna use the phone anyways. Alright, so anyways, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Here we have the phone. There's a little pull thingy here, which I'm assuming is to lift this up. No? I guess not. Let's just flip it. Okay, flip it upside down. Oh, I guess it is supposed to. Why wasn't it coming out? Oh, it sticks in this box pretty well. So, I think that's all that's inside this box. Yep, okay. So, there's the other half. Alright, I'm not going to be putting the SIM in now, but I'll show you. So, here's the top of the phone. You can see 2 microphones there. I'm assuming, what is this? Okay, you got the volumes and then you got that. This isn't a fingerprint thing, is it? What is that? Anyways, you got the little SIM thing there. You got USB-C, speaker. Okay. You can see the speaker at the top is so thin. Almost invisible. I can see it by tilting the phone and letting light reflect on it, and then I can see where the little cutout at the top is. Alright, let's go ahead and peel this off. I don't know if it's going to make a nice sound. Oops. Can you hear that? Oh, now I made it not sound nice. There you go. That's what it looks like. Here's what the plastic filming thing looks like. Alright, got the SIM eject. I probably shouldn't have peeled that off yet, but anyways, here's the SIM tool. Push that in. And there's the SIM. So no micro SD card. I guess they're not bringing that back. Alright, you can see the little rubber seal on it. Here's the S Pen. I don't know why they made them all this ugly color. It would have been nicer if they made them like matching color, but I guess it's cheaper. Alright, I'm going to try taking the S Pen out of my S23 Ultra. Here's the old one. You can see the size here. And it's just barely... Actually, it's about the same size as the S23 Ultra S Pen. I wonder if I could... Is it going to get stuck? Oh. So the bump, sorry, this little piece is shaped different, so you can't push that in. So this piece you can see is smaller, so that's the main difference that makes it so you can't put that S Pen in there. And also it's rubbery, the old one. This one is like plasticky. So, alright, so there's that. Alright, and let's go ahead and power it on. I don't know if it's charged or not. Is it not charged? Pressing the button, it's not powering up. So, I'm just going to plug in this. Oh, actually, it's turning on. Why did it delay so long? Alright, there's that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the SmartTag. So, the SmartTag has this thing here that there's no easy peel open thingy on this, it seems. So this, you gotta actually peel it. I don't know why they didn't make a nice rip open tab like the phone. Okay, here's the welcome screen. Okay. Start. Oh, I'm gonna be dirtying the screen now. Alright, anyways, I'm just gonna agree to all this stuff, I don't care. Some people are like paranoid with getting information. Okay, the recording stopped because I said I agree, and then it went to the easy setup with the QR code, and my phone was automatically trying to like sync everything to it. So anyways, we're gonna turn this off for now. So I'm assuming if you hold the button, you can see it doesn't power it off, and then they tell you how to power it off. So you hold the side button and the volume down, so you have to push both. And then you get the actual power off. But I'm curious because it has this, it pops up this thing now, and then I can push power off there, and then it shows this. So that's interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the cases. So we got this one phone case. This is tendon magnetic case or something for Samsung Galaxy. Let's take a look. I got a few, and then a lot of them look similar, but the pricing is different. So sometimes I'm wondering if they just rebrand it to put their own name. Oh, sorry, I didn't even show the little thingy here. So this is how they pack that, and then there's a little tool there. I'm guessing that's to eject the battery. Oh, there's a little hole here, I think, so you can eject the battery and then put a new battery. I wonder if it's the same as the SIM card tool. Probably is, but shaped differently. So you can get the SIM eject tool in there, I think. And probably no, this tool's different, it seems. Okay, let's get this, or maybe it's because I didn't take out that little yellow strip. Ow. No, that didn't work. I think it's because I didn't take out this yellow strippy thing. So we'll take that out, and then let's see. Can I get this out now? I hope... Oh no, I don't want to actually start it up now. Okay, so you can see I pushed that out, and then now it opened this thing. And then we can pull the battery out. So yeah, if you want to take the battery out, you can. And that's what the inside of this looks like. Can you accidentally put it in upside down? No. Okay. But how do you know which side's plus and minus? Does it say? I guess you can't put the battery in upside down because the shape of the tray. So you can only put this in one way. It's a CR2032. And yeah, so that's nice. Very easy. Can I use this to pop it out? I'm worried with all the automated stuff now because it sometimes will stop my recording. Okay, you can use a normal SIM eject tool. I don't know why they don't give you this nicer SIM eject tool. Maybe it's cheaper to make the other thing. But yep. Alright, and how can I stop this from reconnecting itself? Because I want to put the yellow tab back in there. Hopefully this is right. Oh, I don't know if I'm putting it in upside down or not. Jeez, how do they get that thing in there? Okay, well, there we go. I think that's right. And let's see if it beep beep beeps again, or it's okay. I think that's it if you want to put the yellow tab back in there and this. So very simple packaging. I don't know if there's nothing hidden under there. It's just the way they folded the cardboard. And there's a little pamphlet in here. So here they show you how to eject the battery. Actually, they don't tell you how to eject the battery. They tell you how to... What is this? They don't tell you to put the pin... Oh, yeah, they do. There's the picture of the pin thing. Okay. And then... I don't know what all this stuff is. Symptoms of battery consumption. If you accidentally eat the battery. And other random information. And different languages of stuff. Things that people don't care about. Alright, anyways. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the cases, because I'm pretty sure not going to be anything interesting with the other stuff. Should we open up the 4-pack here as well? Why not? We got the 4-pack. Let me actually, I'm going to plug in the phone for a bit so it can charge while I'm looking at the other stuff. I don't know if it's oh, there we go. It's showing the charging because I turned it off first. So anyways, there's that. And then here's the 4-pack. Let's go ahead and peel this open. Jeez, so hard to open this. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these because my car doesn't use keys. I mean, I do have some keys, but what am I going to be... I don't lose my keys. They're always in my pocket. But I guess I'll do it in the event that I take them out. I guess I can put one on Oreo, so in case he decides to run off, I can hopefully find him. So there's this, and then here you can see the 4. Black and white. Again, very simple packaging. So it's basically the same stuff, just the 2 different colors. Alright, and... I'll slide that back in. Since I didn't really show this, if you haven't seen one before, it has this clicky. It's pretty interesting because the clicky's on top, but you don't really see any movement, and the material just flexes slightly. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and look at the cases. Sorry for going off track there. Okay, so here's the first case. So, came in there, and this can peel off. I'm gonna have to compare the pricing later because some of these, I think this is a cheaper version with a kickstand. I tried to get ones that all have like a kickstand. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna have to tear this baggie, so I can't rebag it for easy return, for nice returns if they're gonna try and resell it. So this is what it looks like. The back is semi-transparent or translucent. All right, you have this kickstand here, and this kickstand, okay, it's pretty tough to open. So you can, let's see if I can show this. You can have the phone. Oh, I guess let's put the phone inside. Okay, we're at 47% now, as you can see. All right, so the phone, I'm assuming it's very easy to plop in there. Yep. All right. And it doesn't fit super nice. Is it not all the way in? You can see how the edges don't look too great. So you can see how the top, it goes well, and then the side, the edges are like bowing out. That's not a very nice look. I don't know if it's possible to get it to go any more in, but it doesn't seem like it. So anyways, the kickstand is very unstable. I mean, this isn't, granted, this isn't a completely solid surface. Let me actually get this packaging out of the way so I can try it on a more solid surface. Okay. We're gonna have to reuse that packaging for returning the trade-in. Oh yeah, in the box they do provide a paper thing here with order information and whatnot, but nothing interesting. Okay, so on a solid table, okay, it does hold up well, all right, and you can use it vertical as well, so that's pretty nice. The only thing is I don't like how it's not wrapping over the edges here. It does give a slight raised lip, probably about 1 millimeter or so, and then I think, is that as much as it goes? So it snaps into place. So it looks like you can kind of adjust it, so, but here it's too wobbly. So here, and is that all? What, if I keep rotating, is it gonna snap off or what? I don't know. Okay, I think that's as much as it goes. So there's that case, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at another one. Right now I'm kind of not liking that one too much. I'm scared to set this down on just the table. All right, so that's the casing. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like the way that one fit on the phone too much, so this is very likely gonna go back. It does have the little magnetic ring, so yeah, if you want a magnetic phone, then, sorry, magnetic case, then there's that. All right, so let's put this back in. Sorry, I need to rebox this stuff up because I'm gonna have to return it. So what did I do with the paper? Did it not come with the paper? I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and put this back in. Sadly, not a good fit. Right? I hope we're not gonna have that issue with a lot of them. Alright, next we got this Nin key or something. What is this? Nin key for Samsung. Right, so let's go ahead and open this box. I don't know if it just got crushed or somebody opened and returned. Either way, as long as the case isn't all damaged, should be fine. So this one comes like that. This material is not as nice. It's like hard material. Oh, I should have shown the other materials, huh? Let's see here. This one, definitely not liking this one. I don't think it's going to be very good for drop protection. This one is a little bit softer material. You can see this is a little bit rubbery, but it's still pretty hard. And then the back is like a very hard plasticky material. Okay, so this one I don't even know if I should snap it onto the phone, because for sure I'm returning that one. Alright, so the Ninki one, pretty sure is a no-go, but we'll try it on the phone just to see if it fits well or not, in case you guys decide to get this. Right, so this is what the Ninki case looks like, and it does have a little thing for like attaching charms or something, but yeah, this is like a hard plastic. I'm kind of scared even putting this on. Is it gonna scratch up the phone just putting it on? Okay, so it fits decently. The area around the phone is all the same. I don't know if I would trust that for in terms of protection. Okay, so this stand here, it has a little, it clips in, and then you can see it clicks here, and then so you can have it one way like that, and then it clicks again for a little bit further down, and I think that's it. Can it click one more? Oh, it can. Actually, it can click multiple, so you can actually see where the little clicking points are here. Or can it go further or no? I'm scared. I'm gonna break it. It looks like it should be able to go one more, but it doesn't seem like it will. Right, so there's that. This one also works in vertical mode, portrait mode, landscape. So there's 1, 2, 3. So 3 different settings, and I guess if you use the without clicking it, it goes there. Then 1 click, 2 click, 3 click, and the last one. Yeah, that's it. So those 3. All right. So in terms of stand, pretty nice, functional, but yeah, in terms of protecting the phone, I don't think this is going to do much, honestly. All right, so let's get that off. Put that back in there. Yeah, this one is just a no because of it's not going to protect. Like, you hear that? No, I don't trust that to protect the phone. All right, let's go ahead and put this back in. We'll see if I end up with my usual case, which is the Spigen Tough Armor. We'll see if I end up using that case or not, because that design you can't use in portrait mode, the stand. So anyways, usually when I want to do portrait mode, I end up having to lean my phone on something. So here's the Spigen one. This is the Spigen, should be Tough Armor. Where does it say here? Tough Armor, there you go. AI. Anyways, this has a little pull tab to undo the thing. Hopefully, okay, well, I guess it opens that up there. And then let's get the case out here. So this is what the Spigen Tough Armor case looks like. Interesting. So they made the design now where they, instead of just one big cutout, they put a little line in between, and it makes it, I don't know why they made it so you can replace or you can separate this, because it's not like they sell you this piece separately. I think maybe it's so if the stand pops out and falls out, you can always put it back, because this stand is just one, and then you can, as you can see, you can slide it through here. So some people, a lot of people complain about this stand being flimsy or whatever on this, on the Spigen Tough Armors. I never really had an issue with it being flimsy, but the little pegs that stick out, I've had where if you pull it too far, or if you set it down too hard or something, you can break those pegs off. So this has mag fit as well. So there's the magnet inside. I haven't really, I don't want to stick magnets to it because it's going to scratch it up. Since I don't have like the MagSafe charger thing, but this one, as you can see, has this foam inside for better drop protection. All right, anyways, let's get the phone in there and try. I saw some reviews where people were saying it doesn't fit well, so I hope that's not the case, but let's see. Okay, I don't know what they're talking about. This one fits really nice. you can see it actually covers all the edges here. So yeah, this case actually fits really nice. This is my usual case of choice, as you can see. All right, it doesn't look as cool as the one with the clear backing and the circle and stuff, but yeah, it definitely seems like it will protect the phone much better than the other ones. The only thing is this case. So the one thing with this stand design, you can use it like this, so it's like more vertical, and then you can use it like this, so it's more slanted. There's no in between or anything like that, but these viewing angles are nice. Like sitting here with my head higher up, this is a nice view, and then if it's like up closer, then having it with this position, like if it's on a higher level, is good. The only thing is, yeah, you can't stand it up in portrait mode. So if you want to use portrait, then I have to like lean it on something. All right, so there's that case, and so far, definitely protection-wise, this is the nicest one. Okay, so this definitely feels like my phone is gonna survive if I drop it. The other ones, well, definitely the Ninki or whatever one, I feel it's not gonna survive at all. The other one seems okay, decent, but yeah, so let's go ahead and put this one back in. All right, but yeah, this one, the Spigen Tough Armor, is a decent case. I've used this case on, I don't know when I started using this case, but I've been using the Tough Armor case on most of my Samsung Notes and S Ultra whatever lines for the longest time. All right, then we got this okay, this stand case. So this is Torras. This was an expensive one as well, so let's see. Hopefully it compares well. It's definitely much more expensive than the Spigen one, so if it's not nice, then definitely the Spigen one is going to be it. But this one is like that clear one that I mentioned earlier, but it's a cheaper version. So there's a more expensive version. I don't know if it's going to be better quality. Oh, you can see it's like much more like darkened out. Inside, you can see how they put these little grooves to kind of help with the padding. So when you drop it, it's going to absorb some of that. And then you have this designed by Torras. So you got this stand. Oh, this stand. Okay, so this stand, it has like a final clipping point, but you can see this, all right? It doesn't have like clipping or like spots where it stops. It's just like a smooth, like adjustable, you just pull it and then it'll stop. So the hinge is just very tight and it will hold in place. So there's that. Let's see what this case looks like. All right. Also, I got privacy screen protectors. I'm going to compare them. The problem is, well, we'll see. All right. All right. So getting this into the case, kind of want to get the buttons in first and then push this. Wow. Okay. Definitely this case fits the phone a lot better than the cheapo one. Protection wise, it does have this extra lip here, you can see, okay, to keep the camera lenses from touching. Looks wise, looks pretty nice. Durability wise, I'm not too sure compared to the Spigen. I think definitely the Spigen is gonna protect the phone better, but this, let's try. So this stand, okay, I can use it in portrait mode. It's not super sturdy, but it's pretty good. Like I have to push over here. So if I'm like using my phone here, you see, pressing down here, it's okay. If I'm pressing up here, not too bad, wobbly, but just don't like hit it on the side, obviously. All right, and then we got this stand here. Okay, so adjustability wise, this isn't as far down as the Spigen one. It's not as comfortable of a viewing angle, but let's see if we can turn it upside down. Oh, okay. this is a game changer. Look at that. So because this is so adjustable, you can like, oh, that's too much. It's going to tip over. But you can adjust it and use it upside down. So protection-wise, I'm not as comfortable with, but definitely like usage-wise with the stand, this is probably the best I've seen. Looks-wise, decent. I need to get that sticker off, otherwise that looks weird. But other than that, yeah, I didn't need it to be see-through, especially since it's the same color. But I guess it's to show that you have that magnet in there. This has like a nice, like, I don't know, it's almost like the feel of the old S Pen, where it's like slightly rubbery. And yeah, the case feels also rubbery as well. But again, it doesn't seem as protective. But you can see the rubber texture. It's easier to pull this off of the phone. Okay, which actually can be bad because if you drop it hard enough, then the phone can fly out. But it is pretty good all around with the lip that holds it in place. So I think you should be okay. Your phone shouldn't fly out unless you drop it really bad. So definitely the Torras one compared to this one, there's a pretty big difference. The hinge design is super nice on the Torras one. So this one has the same kind of, they're trying to copy it. I don't know who was the original. This rubber is harder and plasticier. This one is actually more, has a nicer feel to it. The Spigen one, sorry, I'm not even going to bring back out the other Ninki, whatever thing is called. Ninki. Alright. So the Spigen one, I might actually be moving away from this one, not for the protection of the phone, but because of the stand. This stand is okay. It works well for all my landscape movie watching and things like that. But yeah, I don't know. I might want to change it up for now. I don't know. Let's put this one back in. Take a look again. Definitely, I don't know, I saw like people complaining saying it doesn't fit the phone right, but maybe they just like left it like this and didn't fully click it into place, because it definitely fits the phone really well. It has a nice texture. The texture on the back of this is pretty similar. This one's a little bit more rubbery feeling, and then this is, I think it's similar material. This one's a little bit more textured. I don't know if you can see that on there, the roughness. Yeah, this one doesn't have that texture. It's more slippery. But definitely the design of this is designed much better in terms of like impact. You can see how they put those grooves in there, so when you drop it, they do put some like grooves in here. So this one they put the grooves internal, this one they put them external, and then they also add that foam. So should I change it up? I wonder if this helps. Let me see. How thick is this? This is probably like 3 or 4 millimeters thick. I don't know if you can see in there. I don't know material wise if it blocks the... Okay, so this is what the camera bump looks like with that line. Kind of wonder. Okay, and then let's go ahead and take that out again. It makes it hard to remove the case because I don't have a place to push on the back. Or I feel like I'm gonna dirty the lenses if I push on it. But there we go. Okay, and then the bumps, I need to make sure to pull that out. All right, let's take a look at the inside again. So this again has like these little grooves to help with the drop protection, and then this they choose to use the foam, which the foam definitely would help with the impact better because it absorbs the impact. Whoa, look, it made like a weird bubbly thing that I pushed on there. Interesting. All right, so just different material choice for helping with, oh, there's like an air pocket trapped under that foam. That's why I made that bubble. So yeah, this one, I don't know, the back is just very solid. With the 2 layers here, this is less solid, this is more rigid, this back casing. So I think what would happen is if you hit this, it's less likely to let force go actually in through the phone. It's going to be like a shock, like instead of like the point of impact, it's more like it's going to vibrate and shake the whole phone, which hopefully won't damage the phone, because this will absorb that impact and make it a softer like hit. It turns it more to like I don't know how you would describe it, but it would pad that. The stand here kind of sticks out a little bit. You can see how they put the tape, but I mean, for it to be able to work like this, it's probably necessary. You can actually see, I think this is all metal in here. What they need to do is, well, I guess this is more embedded. This part, the back is raised slightly away from the rest. So this lip does raise this a little bit higher here, if that matters to you. And this one, it's completely, almost completely flat. So that means the thickness of this whole camera band is actually the whole phone. And then this one, the thickness is different. The camera band doesn't have that thickness through it. So the plastic here is actually like 2.5, 3 millimeters. And then this adds an extra like millimeter or 0.5 millimeter. So let me see which one actually makes the camera stick out more. This, pretty close. Okay, oops, I didn't mean to turn it back on. And then this one. Okay, so the camera goes up, and then once this starts curving, that's where you have the extra. Same thing with the Spigen one, so it goes up until that curve. So this one has a bit more camera protection in terms of like height. It doesn't have a thing to divide the middle though. Oh, be quiet.
Continue holding the screen with 2 fingers until you hear
Let's turn this back off. Okay, so the thing with this is because you don't have that middle bar, so if a bigger object like hits here, it's easier to hit the camera. Whereas in here, it's kind of like it has to hit this specific hole here. So definitely protection-wise, I would go with this, but for functionality, I would go with this. Yeah, I have a feeling this will maybe function a little bit better with the magnets, just because the magnet ring is like right here at the surface, whereas this one has the magnet ring and then it has this on top, although I don't use the, actually the magnet ring is in the back portion, so actually it might function very similar. Yeah, all right, not really much else to say with that. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the screen protector. So I got a cheap version of the privacy screens, and then I got expensive version, which is also by Torras. So I don't know, I haven't heard of this Torras brand before, but now all of a sudden they seem like they're being sold as the more premium brand of everything. For some reason the Spigen case is selling for pretty cheap now, which I don't know. I think if they could make the stand more usable, it would be a very nice choice. Again, this one, they tried to knock off the other one. Actually, wait, it does have the same maneuverability. But, okay, let's see. This one has a little bit more like range before it snaps in, but I don't think anyone would use the stand at that. Yeah, it's not even possible. So, yeah, it's like you have to at least have it out till there, otherwise it falls over anyways. So, in terms of usability of this stand, this one seems fine. So, yeah, you can also like do gradual amounts, and you can do the same thing with this one. The only thing is the phone doesn't fit right, and the material, you can see it's just solid plastic there. So definitely drop protection wise, this one is not going to be as good. Alright, it's definitely better than the Ninki one. But yeah, in terms of if I'm gonna try and protect this phone because it's so expensive, I'm gonna trust the Spigen one and then this one next. I think those air pockets will do pretty decent. Alright, so here we go. We shall return these because these are not even usable, especially since the phone doesn't even sit in this one, right? Okay, so Torras and maybe Spigen, we'll see. Alright, so here are the privacy filters. So there's this one for Linzo, what is that? Full pack for Linzo privacy screen protector S25 Ultra. Alright, so they do have a thing to show whether you opened it, and this one has a whole wrap on top, so definitely if you're gonna open this, it's like, make sure, just return it and tell them that you opened it. Don't do the lying thing where some people say, oh, I never opened it, because then Amazon will try and put that back for sale, and then somebody's gonna be like, I got a used one, what the heck, it said I bought brand new. Okay, so here is the Torras one. Very nice looking packaging. Okay, this packaging actually is very similar to what Samsung does on their boxes, so definitely lots of money going into the designs here. Okay, this packaging is kind of annoying to open without ending up probably tearing this. Let's see if I can get this in there. I'm going to use that because I don't want to tear the box if I don't have to. Come on, are you serious? They designed this box so if you're going to open it, you're going to tear it. What about this bottom portion? Can I lift it up from here? Nope. Okay. So, I don't know how I'm going to open this without damaging the boxes. I need like a thin blade or something here. And I don't have one that's that thin. Give me a second, I'll be back. I'm going to try and open this without tearing the box. Alright, I'm back. Wasn't perfect, but we got it up without completely just tearing the top off. Okay, so here we go. This is what the packaging looks like. It comes with this. Alright, Torras. I wonder if they use the orange to kind of make it look similar to Spigen. But here you go, it comes out like this, and you get two little separate thingies. Okay, so there's this card here. Let's start a wonderful journey. Has a very nice texture. Wow, they put a lot of money into their packaging. You got this wet wipe to clean, and then the felt one. Alright, and I'm assuming these are dust absorber stickers or something in there. We'll open that later because we first want to see if we can even tell a difference just from the thing alone before we open it. Okay. Alright, so there's two sets of that. What else is in here? And then you got a user manual. Okay. So you have the installation kit with screen protector. Got one screen protector replacement and then a scraper. Okay, and scrapers behind the box. Wet wipe, cleaning cloth, dust absorber, and dust removal sticker. That's what I thought. Right, so first thing, clean the screen surface with wet wipes, then use a cleaning cloth to wipe off any remaining water. Alright, use the dust absorber to remove any remaining dust, and then place the installation kit over the screen for proper alignment, then pull out the pull tab and the screen protector will automatically adhere to the screen. Wait for the air to be fully expelled, and then after the screen protector is applied, remove the installation kit, release the film from the surface. If necessary, use the scraper to remove any air bubbles. Alright, replacement installation. First, fit the bottom of the screen protector placement into the bottom hole, and then align it. Align the handle with the smallest hole, firmly fit as shown. Finally, fit the top portion of the screen protector. Okay. So, yeah, and then they have instructions in Japanese, and what's that? What's DE? I don't know what that language is, I'm not sure. Sorry. Anyways, there you go. So there's that. Okay, so this one, they have a little tray. I think I tried to get both with a installation tray to make it easy, so you don't get dust and stuff in it. But this one, so this has this envelope with all of that information there, and they have the thing here. So, all right, so they have this in there, and then you just pull that, and it will peel off and get it without the dust. So this is what that looks like. Okay, and oh yeah, so this would come out there. So you would align this piece, make sure that tab goes into the slit, and yep. All right, so I can see what this looks like. I kind of wanted to see how well it blocks and how good it looks on the screen, but I guess I can't do that without installing it. So here you go. So there's that, and then there's the scraper in here. How do you get this out? Okay, so this tray separates here. Okay, so this comes out. There's the scraper here. Why is the scraper scratched? Okay, the scraper got scraped, right? And then inside you have the replacement screen protector. So this replacement comes with its own nice thing, and then you have the little pull tab. Be careful not to pull that because it will peel off the adhesive on the back. So this is what that looks like, and you can see how when you tilt this, okay, for the privacy effect. All right, I'm gonna put this back in here. Also, this has the little circle hole cut out on top. That's part of why I wanted this one. Some of them, they have like a whole like U thing that goes through the top, where the whole top portion is also cut out. It's not just the little circle, right? And I was like, I don't like that. All right, anyways, we'll get this back in the packaging and put that back in here. Okay, so it's nice. You get an extra one, I guess, in case you mess up or in case you break it. So there's that. And let's take a look at the other one. Definitely packaging on this is very nice. So yeah, and then they got a little happy face there. Okay, Torras. I might end up going completely Torras on this phone. All right, here's the other one. I'm gonna have to cut through this tape. This scares me a little because I don't want to damage the thing. All right, so here we go. Here's the other one. Let's see if I can safely get this out. Oh, this one's much easier after you cut the tape because the box material is super thin. The Torras box, this is like thick. It's like thicker than cereal box material. All right, anyways, so let's take a look at the Furlsno or whatever. I think this one comes with a lot more. Okay, and oh, what is this? So they already have this pull down. I think this is the refill. So they have one. What is happening here? Why is it stuck to itself already? Ah, everything's just falling out. Terrible packaging here. Okay. So this one comes with the little dust, it says dust sticker, okay, and the wet tissue here. Okay, why is this already pre-stuck or something? Oh, okay. So I think there's already one in here. The problem is, how am I gonna know? Oh shoot, it's stuck together. What is this? Wait, what is happening here? So this one is like that, and then it has this piece, and it has that flap, obviously. This one. Okay, so I don't know if you can see the thickness of this. Alright. The problem is I can't really compare this without actually installing it, right? How would I compare this? I can kind of see how it makes rainbowiness. I don't know what's going on with this because it's stuck to the other one somehow. So these two, it's gonna like waste it. How do I separate this without... I'm gonna end up breaking it, aren't I? How do I separate this? I'm so confused. What is happening here? Where is it attached? What is it attached to? So this one, packaging. Okay, I think I can peel. Okay. Oh, did I? So no. Okay, so this is supposed to be still attached to this, I believe. I don't know. Okay, let's see. So this one came weird. Let's see if I can figure it out based on this one. So this, okay, yeah, I think it just sticks on like that. So that's how it's supposed to be. I'm gonna stick it on uneven, but okay. So there we go. So this came with 3 instead of 2, and it also came with this. I don't know if it has more than 1. I thought it has 2 of, oh yeah. Okay, so it has 3 of these as well. My question is, will this fit with the Torras case on? And that we'll have to see. Can I test it, or I don't know. Will it fit into that hole? How can I test? Let's see. Let's take the case off, and then let's see here. I don't think this will fit with the case. No, so this lens protector thing definitely won't fit with the case. So you'd basically be sticking that on separate, and then you're gonna risk dropping and damaging the rest of your phone with this. So I'm definitely not gonna be able to use this. Okay. So I wouldn't consider that as a bonus add-on, as most people probably would. It says 9H3D, but you can see how it covers the entire thing. So if you're gonna use your phone without any casing on and just this, then I guess you should be okay with that. Here you can see the installation video. Clean screen with installation kit first. Press both sides and pull away from drawbar. Slide hand, wait for venting. So I'm just gonna put that on, but I'm not gonna actually install it. So this would sit like that, right? It doesn't click into place or anything. So this doesn't really lock the phone in, does it? It does a tiny bit. So this, you would probably want to have it flat on a table. Oh, that scares me. I just set it down on the table pretty hard. Okay. No. Alright, you would just do that, and then you would pull this out. But you actually have to, okay, they didn't have, I don't know if it got pulled out, but there's a little slit here, I'm assuming. Right? Yeah. So you can see how they have this little slit. So you would actually want this tab to go into that slit. Alright, and then you would get that on into place. And then you would use that to pull this. And that will basically peel the whole protective layer off. Okay? And that's how you install this without getting a bunch of dust in it. The problem is, I don't know which one to use. I mean, obviously, let's see the Torras casing, how definitely the packaging for this is way better. Okay. and the phone just slots in there, has no room for wiggling around. That's how you know it's gonna get a good proper fit. The problem is this one is sealed off, so I can't really see what it would look like. Let me see this one, if I can tell with the refill or not. Sorry, this is a long video. Probably people are like, what the heck? What am I even watching here? Okay. So this one, can I even see? Okay. This one has a matte thing on top. I don't know if there's a little corner I can kind of just barely see through. The problem is, pricing wise, this one's much cheaper. I don't know if, because I can't tell since they're inside of the packaging. So this, pretty wobbly. This is much more flexible. So I have a feeling this will hold up to like cracks and stuff much better. It's a lot less likely that this is gonna crack. You can see how flexible this is. I'm probably gonna trust this one because this is just glass. Scratch wise, it's probably gonna be better, but I have a feeling it's gonna end up breaking easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy back in here. I hope I'm using the right packaging. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna put this one back, and then we're gonna install the screen protector on the other one, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. This one is harder glass, so I'm a little bit more worried it's gonna break easier. But yeah, alright, so this was what, like just sitting in here? I don't know, it has all this stuff here. So that's there, then we have these. Okay, so we can go ahead and put these guys in there. Sorry, I know you guys are probably like, what is going on? Alright, anyways. But you do have these options. So this is a much cheaper pack, and it comes with 3. So if that's what you're going for, this is actually pretty nice. I think privacy-wise, it seems to work pretty well from looking through it. I like how this one, they didn't hide the, like, they put a clear thing on it so you can actually see how it works beforehand. The other one, I have to install it. But from seeing how this one bends and stuff, I have a feeling it will hold up better. I think scratch-wise, it's also pretty good. All right, anyways, this is the secondary one. So I'm going to put this back into here. Okay. From the feeling of the material, I have a feeling it's going to hold up better to drops and stuff. I'm not as worried about scratches because usually my screens aren't going to get scratched that badly. But I do drop my phone pretty often, so I'm more worried that I'm going to end up dropping it, and then I'm going to end up with a broken, unusable thing. So, yeah. Alright, so we'll put that back in there. Oops. I'm going to put that back in the envelope here. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and install this. I'm going to wash my hands real quick so that there's no grease on it. So that way it's less likely to get any contaminants. We'll set this aside for now. And yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Alright. Alright, I'm back. So wash my hands with warm water and Dawn dish soap. First thing I'm going to do is just wipe it with this. Alright. And made some streaks on it already. Alright, anyways, we'll toss that. So we got this kit that came with the Torras, so we're going to use that first, right? So it came with the microfiber cloth, dust absorber, and this. First thing we're going to do is open that. They actually label number it on here 1. I don't know if you saw. Okay, so this is the wet wipe, and we're going to use this first to just wipe this down. Okay, and this, I believe, removes oils and things. So you want to make sure not to touch the screen after you do this. I mean, if you wiped your hands well with or wash your hands well with dish soap, then you should probably be okay, but alright, I'm gonna leave the phone angled like this because dust is flying around, and if you keep putting it like this, all the dust is gonna fall on it. So we got number 3, which is the dust absorber, and then number 4 is the dust removal sticker. I don't know why you need both, but okay. Let's go ahead and peel this off. And just use that anywhere you see dust. Dust just keeps coming back. I don't know. The dust keeps coming back here. How am I going to make sure there's no dust? Okay, I think I'm going to have to do what I do with other stuff. So give me a second. I'll be back. Oops, I didn't pause. All right. So, to prevent dust from going in, I got a brand new Ziploc baggie, and I'm going to put it in here. So that way, as I dust it, hopefully more dust won't fall on it. Too much dust. The dust is just non-stop falling on it. Alright, so there's that. I don't know how number 4 is going to do anything different than number 3. It's the same exact thing, isn't it? It's just a smaller sticker. Alright, well, every time I clean it, more dust gets on it. There's like too much dust. To be fair, I shouldn't be doing this in the garage. Okay, sorry, I'm like holding it vertical like this and looking inside the bag. Oh no, there's some like gross stuff on there. I need to wipe it again. This is not working. I'm getting too much dust in here. I need a better clean room, dust-free environment. Okay, anyways. I don't know. This stuff just keeps getting dust on it. So, I'm gonna... Whatever, the bag's not working anymore. I clean it, and then another thing of dust goes on it. That's probably as good as I'm going to get without being in a dust clean room environment or something. All right, so here we go. We got the phone in there. Now, we just pull on this. Okay, so it says re-add fingerprint after install. Okay, well, here we go. So we're just going to pull this. Okay. You can see the thingies coming out. All right. And then after we pull this, it doesn't say what to do next. Give me a second. All right, it basically just said wait for it to adhere, and then we should be able to pull this up now. Okay, I guess that little tab is gonna, oh, I think it was gonna pull itself off if I just lifted it, but anyways, you can see it made like a bubble now. How do I get this off? Do I have to peel this off? Or, okay, I think you're supposed to peel this whole thing up with it. So this is probably supposed to stay in the hole, and then you lift the whole thing with the case. But too late now because it came out. So I'm pulling this out. There we go. Okay, there's a bubble there now. So like it said, you can use the little squeegee thingy. Okay, so get it out from the little case here. Squeegee is here. And you can see that bubble. We're just gonna push that bubble out. Oh, there's another bubble here. So we're gonna push that bubble out as well. Oh, one thing I noticed. Is it straight? Okay. One thing I noticed, this isn't a hole. It's actually just clear glass. So let's power this on now. Okay. I think I made the right choice. I think on the other one, it's actually a hole. This one, it's actually glass, like solid. Okay. Oh, it's not complete. Okay, so if you turn it, you can see how it darkens out. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. But, okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead and remove this one. So this one has this, where you can see how when you peel it, it comes out. And I think this piece also, oh wait, this is from the top. So that's that portion. All right. So we're gonna put in the replacement one here. So you have this tray. It's very nice. We're gonna go ahead and put the bottom in first. So you have this slot. So this needs to go slide into there first. Okay. Just like that. I don't know if there's a special slot for it, but that goes there. And then this just hooks onto the top here. So this, you need to make sure gets hooked on here first, and then you can pull this piece over and it just locks in very nicely. Okay, and I think that's it. It has that foam there, so that helps hold the whole thing in place. And yeah, all right, so there we go. We got this second one set up and ready to go. We'll leave that in the box here for next use. And then we'll put that back in there. All right, snaps in nicely. This fits on. And yeah, viewing wise, it looks pretty good. Definitely made the screen a little bit darker, but I think it should be good. All right, I'm gonna set up this phone now, but that's pretty much it for this. Oops, let's actually go ahead and put the phone into here. So just plop that in. Oh, did I clean the back? I don't want to. Let's go ahead and peel this off as well. Oh, that peeled off nicely. So there's the phone. Now the camera lenses are going to get all dusty and gross. The one thing, if you were to use the cheap one, is the camera lenses are just one big thing. Like if you replace that, the camera cover that came with the other screen protector, it makes the camera lens into one big glass piece, so it's easy to wipe. This, because it's like individual thingies, then you gotta like wipe each individual circle, which honestly is kind of annoying, but yeah. All right, there's that. And that. All right, and here is the completed S25 Ultra with the Torras thing. It does reflect quite a lot. I think the original screen on the Samsung without the cover didn't reflect so much. So definitely this makes it more like a mirror. So if you don't like that, then yeah, keep that in mind. All right, not much else to say or show here. That's a different case. This is a pink one. I didn't mean to get that. It's not for me. But anyways, what else? So we saw this guy. What did I want to see with this one? Definitely the quality of the other one's a lot better. See, this one doesn't have the foam or anything to keep it in place. And this, oh, I wanted to check, is this an actual hole? So this is an actual hole, which means, well, I don't know about the clarity of the glass for taking photos, selfies, but this one, because it's a hole, should definitely be clearer in that sense, right? Did I drop one? So in that sense, definitely this one will have clearer selfie camera pictures because it doesn't have the, oh, these fell out. Because it doesn't have the actual glass in front. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this helped you decide if you want to get this or not. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Let's drop this. Bye.